Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Oddworld Soulstorm, where I took a moment to sort of straighten the plot out with myself. Went back and looked at what we've done. So, we saved all the people who were at the camp and many of the other workers that we met along the way. All of those Mudokons, we helped them get into a safe part of the tunnels underneath the mountain. Then we broke off ourselves to go steal a train, and now we're coming back to help all of those people we saved, and I guess 4 new Mudokons who are just in this area, onto the train to whisk them to I know not where. As far as I know, this is the extent of the plan. Get everybody on the train and then figure it out from there. So, good luck. Good luck to us, I guess. Okay, there's a door there that we're going to have to find a switch to access. Yeah, 254 employees in this area, but only 0 of 4 saved. So the other 250 are the people that we have already rescued. I guess let's go through this stuff real fast. That was weird. Sometimes Abe gets so excited about a locker, he just wants to search it twice, I guess. So in theory, this area right here is probably pretty short. This is probably like a little mini thing on the way to the next level. Right, if there's only going to be 4 new people to save. And given that this area is a little light on workers, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have any free vending machines. Nope, never mind. This is way more rock candy than you could possibly need for this level. Even if it's as long as the last one, we still wouldn't need 50. Lots and lots of tape to be had. Oh, okay, that's not a thing you can hang on. And yeah, given that the searcher medal is also only has 20 ranks and everything, yeah, this is going to be a bit of a minor one. I could have been a little bit more careful there, I suppose. Don't underestimate the usefulness of tape. I do love tape. Oh wait, sorry. This is not the right button. Let's just equip the rock candy before doing that thing. We've created an environment here where Abe can just take a slig on in single combat at close range. Really, at any range. Alright. Well, at least he refunded me some of my candy. Wow, they are really loading us for bear here. An amplifier. Is that an ingredient in a thing? Or okay, here we go. Stun mine plus amplifier. Huh. No batteries or tin cans because they reset our inventory. Alright.
Follow me to save, we'll be free.
Exactly the same animation, and it makes exactly the same noise, but because I was holding shift, it's sneaky. Alright, he's going to turn around again, right? Okay. The rock candy is wildly overpowered. I think we're gonna have very little trouble here. As ever, the greatest impediment to our success is my own lack of patience, really. Okay. What do we need rubber bands for? Bouncy candy. I mean, it's already very bouncy, is the thing. Right? Doesn't it? It bounces quite a lot. Oh, that didn't knock him out for some reason, despite the fact that 3 has been enough to knock everyone else out. the other slig's gonna come out of there when this guy ceases to be in a moment, right?
Why the hold up?
Let's have our friend wait here. Maybe not. Okay. Never mind, you're good. I mean, we have all the candy we could possibly use, and we also have a ton of tape. I kind of want the other slig to spawn. It's like, do I have to... Okay, there we go. Oh! I was not expecting him to just turn around and look up in place, on account of that's not how they work, generally. Huh. Even with him being stunned, he's still able to melee me. Yeah, the mechanics of the stunning are a little inconsistent, which I guess is not a big surprise, given everything else about the game. Nope, let me loot. No, but let me loot the one that I'm actually in front of. Why is this so finicky? Yeah, like look how bouncy it already is. I guess with the rubber bands it probably just bounces a larger number of times, but like who cares? I'm still gonna do this, by the way. In case that wasn't clear. Can you get up here? Alright, you'll be safe here. You know, what if he has a key or something? Well, actually, I can't even pickpocket this one. Well, okay. I guess that answers that. Okay, let's make sure we don't do an everybody follow here, because I don't want that guy over there to get up and get in trouble.
Wait here.
Oh, interesting. I'm not allowed to throw while I'm on the elevator. Right-clicking just didn't bring up the reticle. Why would that be... As always, why on earth would that be the way that's designed? Alright, well now at least we know there's absolutely no benefit to looting the other slig, even though they have gone out of their way to make it clear that there is benefit to looting sligs in the past. Because nothing in this game can ever function in a consistent fashion. I mean, okay. To be totally fair, at least it is very consistent about that. And in its own way, that's kind of cool, I guess. You know, the game it's proud of who it is. I guess we probably need to spawn everybody in order to get that Slig Apprehender badge, which, as we all know, is tremendously important.
Why the hold up?
Yeah, I really thought I was going to be able to just throw rocks at this guy while I was on the elevator down, so that was my plan. But apparently it doesn't work like that. Throw candy at his ass until he falls over. Sligs, famously, are all afflicted with the Achilles buttock. It's a terrible affliction, and it is, I must admit, it is very unfair that they cannot wiggle it away.
Stay here.
No, you, stay here. It is weird that a normal volume footstep is audible to Sligs from like almost any distance, but the extremely loud thwack noise of rocket candy impacting on a Slig skull is apparently just inaudible. Alright, I'm not going to stress too much about the keys and stuff, I guess, because it doesn't seem like it can matter. Like, in the sense that nothing that's in the lockers is important anyway. Again, you know, because of how the crafting system is sort of, like, fake. So. It is so hard to get Abe to just fucking go left, dude. Like, sometimes he's very into snapping to ledges, even in situations where it doesn't make sense and it requires him to, like, teleport backwards several feet. But if you wanted to hang on a ledge, he'll just hard miss it and fall to his death all the time.
Let's go.
That other guy didn't... What part of "I'm here to break you out, let's go" did you not understand? Yeah, actually moving Mudokons around is just a total nightmare. Why am I rolling? Alright. So wherever the power for that floor panel is, it's in here. Yep, that looks like that'll do it. I like this environmental detail, the place where they all hang up their hard hats. That's cool. Alright, we do actually have sleeping stuff here. I'm assuming these are going to be like slogs. Yeah, but they're on the other side of some fencing at the very least. For the moment, I'm sure. This one ties up whoever it knocks out. Okay. That's pretty useful. That seems like a really valuable thing. Not in terms of, like, mechanical value, but in terms of saving me time. Which, honestly, might be more important. So, we do have wiring kits, but we're still short all of the other ingredients for this other stuff. This is tape plus bouncy candy plus something. I mean, it sure does look like just tape and bouncy candy. Like, visibly, it's obviously just tape and bouncy candy, so I'm really curious what the other thing would be. Alright, once again, had I been holding shift, the animation and the noise level would have been literally identical, but it would not have awoken me. So now we just stand here and wait. Hard to imagine a game mechanic more compelling than that. I have no idea how far away we have to get for us to be safe from the slogs, so we're just gonna tiptoe for a while. Yep, right there, like a tremendously longer fall and definitely easily as much noise. But that time I was holding shift, so it's quiet. Alright, tin cans, those are nice. You find some batteries, we're in business here. So I'm having trouble interpreting this sign. When I pull this lever, is it gonna make a bunch of slags run for the door, or is it just saying like, hey, that's the exit that way? I guess let's hit it and see what happens. Hey, just jump over. Stop being difficult. This is a secret area? I feel like the level design definitely is basically telling you explicitly that you need to go this way. Okay, we got plenty of moolah, I guess. And again, they can't actually make it so you can't pass a gate. It's like whatever money situation exists always has to have in it an allowance for you to be able to buy, for you to spend as much as you can spend at a vending machine. Okay, nothing of interest here. So what is to the right on the floor where those slogs are then? We should probably go look at least, right? I do wish that this area had just slightly more frequent checkpoints. We're gonna go up and hit this one. Okay. That time it was not in fact silent, even though I was holding shift, so, you know, good on them for... Oh, that's not good. Okay. I think what we're really learning here is that the slogs are not much of a danger. They seem to be profoundly bad at the only thing that they physically have the ability to do, which is bite. Okay. I mean, maybe there's just nothing over here. Maybe this is just a place... Yeah, I guess so. Just a place for the sleegs to be before you wake them up the first time. Weird. Okay, well now that I've walked all the way back here, I guess it's probably still the case that the fastest way back is up and around. But has this actually opened the, oh, this isn't even... What am I doing? But I don't think that this will have opened up that floor gate leading to the other two Mudokons. So we didn't pull a switch that had blue lights on it, right? So... I wonder if I'm still missing something important. Or if maybe this is not, in fact, where that is supposed to be done. Also, the art of the slig here. I don't know. It's very concerning. Alright, so there's our 250-ish friends down there. Secret area is literally on screen. Like, it was already visible from a place you have to go to. Okay, and yes, that did in fact open this. Well, okay. This looks like something, right? Well... Yep, I guess that royal jelly was the point of this. Weird. It's weird that that doesn't get counted as a secret area, but the other thing did. That's not a key we have. I mean, that's gonna wake some people up, right? Ah, I see. I'm just not being patient enough. I believe that. That sounds like me. I do like the mechanic of, like, the Mudokons in the back layer allowing us to save much larger numbers of them than we could reasonably interact with in the normal systems. I think that's a good, smart design there. Because, like, the systems they have are already non-functional for the numbers of people that you actually do have to interact with. So if they wanted to, like, really scale it up, really make it feel grander, they had to come up with something, right? People can use items that Abe gives to them. Give them some rock candy. Liberated Mudokons are very capable, at least when it comes to throwing things at Sligs. So yeah, I could give them the tape candy, and they could tape some Sligs up, I guess. I don't know if that's... I guess we'll see why that would be necessary. Also, why would they give rock candy to all the workers for free when it's so effective at knocking out Sligs? Nothing beats a cold fizzy pop after a long climb. Extremely fizzy, explosive, but probably not deadly. Okay. Crafting hints. If only this would stick to the things it hits. If only. Alright, so I cannot craft Fizzy Pop plus... I mean, Fizzy Pop plus tape doesn't really make a lot of sense. Fair enough. But yeah, for the moment it just doesn't seem necessary to equip our followers with things, like... I guess when we hit the open pen doors switch in the middle of the room, it's going to make a lot of noise, right? Much like the last one did. It's weird that they're giving us so many tin cans. I guess I probably don't need to sneak here. But yeah, the cans only open up because of noise if that noise is heard by someone else who pulls the alarm. Oh, that's not a, there's a thing in the way there. That's a shame. I was hoping that we could go up and hit that checkpoint and then do whatever it is we need to do down here. Because, like, this is gonna suck, right? Basically, I don't want to have to redo all the looting. We're going to go back down to the previous checkpoint, because that is how much I don't want to have to be responsible for looting all this area again. So we want to give the Mudokons tape candy, and then have them stand at specific points and just be ready to... Oh, I can't double jump on the elevator. Okay, there we go. So now we can set the checkpoint at the beginning of this room, but in a way that doesn't require me to reloot everything when we inevitably screw this up. So I guess we'll figure out this UI in a second here, because obviously all of the key prompts are wrong. And to get over to the followers area, we're going to have to switch tabs on that screen. But I have no idea which button on the keyboard the game feels is equivalent to a shoulder button. Is it... Oh, it's not that. And I can't just navigate up there. That's not what I meant to do. I mean, it's probably fine. Okay, there we go. So, switch follower mood to aggro. Did that work? Okay, yeah, okay. There's an indicator in the lower left. Alright, so my followers are aggressive, and then I... Oh, I see. I see how I do this. Okay. How do I I don't specify who gets what, I guess. I just put things into the follower inventory section, and then hopefully they all have access to it. Are y'all armed now? Hard to tell. Okay. I guess let's do it. So actually, we probably want to position them around the room in front of the... I guess I can just put them up here. And then I can take care of the one on the bottom floor. Man, I sure hope this works. Or maybe these aren't going to dispense sligs at all? No, here we go. So now we have to wait for the, Oh, I see. Okay. Well then, hey you, kill me. Okay. Yep, glad I reset the checkpoints. So, we're not concerned about the sligs attacking us. We're concerned about the sligs attacking the followers. Can you guys not get over here? No, they can definitely path over to that. We're just being difficult. All right, here. Let's station one person here. Nope, sorry, that's the opposite of the button I wanted. Let's make sure you are all set to aggression mode. And then we'll station one up here as well. And I guess maybe one here? These seem like all the places that the sligs might try to do a thing. And then I make sure to give... Yeah, let's take all the water back. They don't need that water, I don't think. Actually, the control for take item just doesn't do anything. Weird. Huh. There we go, okay. So give them all these, and maybe all the fizzy pop as well, and then I can just use rock candy? Sure. I don't exactly know how this is going to work. We're going to have some trial and error here. So I take this platform, and we just light up the sligs as they climb up the pole with the rocks. And I have a bunch of tape on me. This is a cool idea in theory. Okay, and that's totally working. He did the thing. Yeah, this is a cool idea. Will you turn around? Yes. You know, I've thought more than once that there's like definitely a sort of a Lemmings quality to some of the gameplay elements here. And this kind of takes that to another level in a way that I like actually totally rules. I'm way into this. We'll see if I still feel that way in another 10 hours of gameplay, you know, however long this ends up being. I do appreciate that I don't have to manage the inventory of individual followers, because that would be awfully tedious. Oh, this one I can pickpocket. I couldn't pickpocket the last one. Alright, so the thing down and to the right is already out of reinforcements. I'm surprised at how gradually they're coming out. I kind of wonder if you could handle this by yourself. Oh, and the other ones just are not... They don't feel like they should emerge. They feel like perhaps it would be smartest to just stay in there. We saw what happened to the others. I don't even like working here. These guys are so weird. How on earth did the call hit the guy on the top level, but not the guy on the level below him? I may as well go ahead and... Okay. So unfortunately, there's enough... Well, I was going to say there's enough different ways that the slaves can climb these that it's going to be a little hard to tell where they're going to come out. But I guess actually, this pole immediately to our left doesn't extend upward onto the next level, so that means... Yeah, this is fairly predictable. We can do this. Gotta make sure that we have enough tools, though. I don't know for sure whether the followers will be able to like deal with Sligs with just rock candy, because you gotta tie them up after you knock them out, right? And I assume they don't have access to the tape. But whatever, we can give them more of the knockout soda, and hopefully that'll be good enough. All right, so the spawner down and to our left doesn't matter. The spawner immediately to our right is going to put people up onto this platform. Y'all? This platform? Okay. They can get over here, because they can get up on this and then drop down. But apparently they are not going to do all of that pathing by themselves. No, actually, they just won't get onto this platform no matter what, despite the fact that they absolutely can. So I guess this is where we will be standing. So one of you waits here. One of you waits here. Somebody here. And then I do see a sling pole in the background right here, but like... I guess it goes up to the level above us. This can't possibly matter, because the guy up there will handle anybody who climbs up there in the first place. So... I guess the only place that this fourth Mudokon might make any difference at all is down here on this level. Maybe? Which makes the one above him superfluous, but... I don't really know what else to do. And then I handle this. Oh, except somebody's got to pull the switch. And I guess I got to make sure that they have stuff. Am I allowed to give them more of this? No, they're at their... The give and take back controls are... Yeah. Half the time they just don't work. I mean, I'll give them a bunch of rock candy. You may as well. Rock candy's free, right? Hopefully they will choose to use their inventory items in the way that makes the most sense. Perfectly reasonable hope, right? Why would it work any other way? Alright, let's do the thing. So we just have a little bit of tape stuff left. I'm happy to see that they are still prioritizing that over the other items, though. Abe, throw! Oh, shoot. I didn't re-equip myself with the stuff afterward. Yeah, alright. Well, we're just gonna take it from the checkpoint. Yeah, I forgot to re-equip myself with the rock candy. You guys were definitely in follow mode when we hit that checkpoint. In fact, they are still showing as being in follow mode. Just gotta reset their brains a small amount. Because, you know, why would anything ever work? Okay. Hand them a bunch of this stuff just in case. Go back and get my own, and then remember to re-equip it. It should definitely automatically equip since, you know, our inventory was set to that slot before anyway. But, you know, Soulstorm. I don't know why it lets you aim as though you have a throwable in your hand if you don't have a throwable equipped, though. Like, that should be the place where this process was going to break down. It lets you wait until you actually press the button to throw, at the moment when it matters most. Abe, focus. There we go. Alright, so I think they're about to throw the last tape rock. Yeah, are they going to handle that guy? I may have to go over there and do that. I mean, they'll, as things stand right now, they'll just knock him out again when they get up, right? I assume. So I guess for the moment, just hold things down, and then we'll figure it out later. Stuff seems to be pretty effective. But I'm really worried that the moment I run over there to start taping, we're going to get another spawn down here on the bottom right, so... For the moment, let's just hold. Until everybody's clear. Okay. It is always such a nightmare to get Abe to do anything. You're always just like holding buttons and hoping this time he'll pay attention and... Alright, that could have gone a lot worse. Alright, so let's refill their supply of this, then refill my supply of that. Get Abe, get up. There we go. It's always got to be a nightmare. It's always got to be a challenge with Abe. So yeah, without the stuff we need to craft the tape rocks, this is going to be a little bit more of a problem. We're just going to have to rely on our AI followers to do a good job of keeping the sligs locked up until it's safe for us to go in and deal with them, though. We might be able to position our people such that they can handle all of the angles on this one, and I can just run around taping. Because we have a lot of tape. Should be able to handle it. What am I doing? I know we're full on this. Okay. So... somebody needs to be standing guard right here. We're gonna get spawns there, so somebody needs to be here. We're gonna have this problem. And then... that spawner up in the top right. Where are those guys gonna... wow. Solid climbing there, Abe. I'm assuming the Mudokon can't follow me over here, because he can't grab the bars. Maybe he can just make the jump. Oh, okay, okay. Well then, yeah, so we can have a friendly... we can have a friendly AI guarding every way that the sligs can possibly go, so I can just run around taping people as quickly as possible. Okay, that's good news. I guess let's do it. No, Abe, focus. There we go. Getting a lot of rubber bands here. It's a shame they're borderline useless. Like, the only reason you want rubber bands... like, the bouncy rocks themselves are worthless. But, oh, that's a problem. People just, like, diving off of the platforms that we set them on. Hey, you need to get up here and actually stay up here. Fortunately, the spawner in the top left only had one slig in it, so we don't need to replace that guy. Abe, fucking... okay. Okay. Wait, what? Why did some of my people re-enter follow mode? Did I do a hold on that? I must have done a hold on that guy. I meant to just do a tap. But, like, it's absurd that they just hurl themselves off the platform for absolutely no reason in the first place. This should never be a concern. Alright, so we gotta place them far away from the edges so that they don't do that. Come on. Alright, they do have all the stuff they need, right? Yep. Oh my god. Why is tie slig and interact with locker the same button? Why do those need to be overloaded interactions in the first place? Come on. Okay, so that time I am definitely not responsible for that guy deciding to just follow me. This is obviously not what I'm trying to do. I'm wondering if hold use gives the follow command under some circumstances, like if the game feels that you're not in a place where holding use is supposed to do anything. I can't imagine why that would be the case, but there's also not really any other explanation. Huh. Okay, that time our Mudokon just didn't do the thing. They definitely still had stuff in their inventories, right? Yeah. Huh. Oh, right. I have to stop them and then restart them or else they won't follow me. And even then, sometimes... okay, there we go. Yeah, this, due to the bugginess, this really sucks. I am definitely not pressing any of the interaction buttons during the actual combat sequence, but the Mudokons don't care. Alright, everybody just stay put and do the thing I told you to do and not any other things. You're all in aggro mode. You have as many damage items as I can give you. I am sort of wondering if it's going to come down to us memorizing the spawns and just doing this ourselves. Alright, so this one over here gets got. Okay, you did not have any orders to do anything other than continue doing what you're doing there. Okay, there's going to be one in the top left, and this is the one where our man just decided not to do anything last time. This time it was fine, but there's no reason that it should have been different. Oh, interesting. So, the guy on the bottom just let one through. Huh. Yeah. Okay. I guess there's not really anything for it. I guess, again, aside from just, like... There we go. Aside from just, you know, memorizing when that spawn happens and making sure to be there myself to deal with the guy. But it really sucks that that is a possibility. I wonder if I put the one who's supposed to be watching this area on this platform, will he not knock himself over and thus avoid losing his orders, maybe? It absolutely should not be the case that they lose their orders if they knock themselves over with the explosives, especially given that most of these platforms are designed so that that absolutely will happen. But I think that is what was happening. I kind of want to put on, like, an input visualizer so that you guys can get a more, like, a visceral sense of how bad the controls feel. Like, how long it takes between me pressing a button and things starting to happen. And because it always lags really badly on inputs, it's really hard to tell when an input has failed or if you're just in the waiting period. Okay, so now we get the spawn up top, which has been a problem. Alright, that gets handled. We gotta deal with this quickly and then drop down so that... Okay. Nope, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Alright, looks like everything is actually getting dealt with. There's only one more potential spawn. Boy, this is a very finicky process. I still think the idea of it is super cool. We're like working together with a bunch of Mudokons to save everybody and giving them plans. This is a really neat idea, but the execution is rough. All right, so I think I didn't actually do my recycling yet on this. Yeah, on this attempt. And then we do need to actually search these lockers. Because tape. Although I guess I probably have enough tape to finish the level. You know what? Screw it, because I'm tired of playing this. I guess this is probably important, though. We do need to have... Oh, sorry. I need to first give over all of this stuff. And then... Another problem with the control bindings using the keyboard buttons is that they don't actually map, like the keyboard equivalents don't map to the controller buttons consistently. Sometimes, like it shows us that GameSpeak is on the D-pad, and that's been converted to the number keys. But it also uses the D-pad for the controls in this screen, and here those controls are WASD. I don't know why they would do that inconsistently. It seems very strange, but it is the way things have been done. And then we rode the slowest elevator. This is Abe's favorite part of the story of the saving of his people. He always really takes his time, really digs into it. He wants you all to know, to really feel deep in your soul, how slow that damn elevator was. Alright, I figured that was just going to end the level, but you know, with this game, may as well checkpoint first just to be absolutely safe. Okay, we got it. We got it done eventually. We did, in fact, load everyone up at the old trellis. And like I said, I think this is like where the plan ended, right? We've now done everything that we were trying to do for the whole level. I needed to throw one more rock candy. So I don't know what happens now. I guess we just have to find someplace safe to take everybody, but like, you know, trains. We can pretty much only go where the rails say.
I tell you, he knows how to drive a train.
He swiped the manuals out of shipping years ago. He's been reading them ever since.
Oh, I was given this from a Budokan escapee from Necro Mines. He died looking for us.
Ed, that's terrible. What's that? A map?
Huh, I guess it is. And this came with it.
Whoa!
Creepy, right?
Yeah, creepy.
With his last breath, he said they're all dying.
Well, who's dying?
Our followers, they're all dying.
What do you mean, our followers?
I think he means, since we fled the farm, rumors have been spreading throughout the factories. Budokans have started escaping, and now they're trying to find us.
I told you that would happen. Anything else?
I found some sick Budokans. They escaped from other factories, but they were dying. All of them were dying. With their help, I discovered an antidote. I made some medicine, and it fixed them. But I still don't know why they got sick.
Nothing else?
He said we needed to find the keeper.
What's the keeper? What's it doing?
I don't know. Whoa.
Ooh, look at that. Look where it's shining. Even though the train is bouncing around, the light stays right on. Necrum.
The keeper?
I hope it ain't telling us.
The keeper is in Necrum.
Nobody wants to go to Necrum.
It's like Barrett's coming up. What are we gonna do?
I also found another guy. He left a note for me. Said we gotta know what's on this tape.
Is that an old plate of tape?
Not too old. They still using that communication outpost.
Okay, looky here. Slag Barracks is the next stop on this line. It should have a communication outpost, shouldn't it?
Yep.
If we don't take out that comm tower, then every factory ahead of us, including Necromines, they're gonna know we coming.
But first I gotta play this tape.
Yep, you gotta play that tape.
It's a very strange choice to have a cinematic in which almost all of what happens is characters slowly re-explaining information that the player already has. Why on earth would you do that? Like, it makes a lot of sense if your plan was to show these cinematics without the gameplay, I guess. Which, you know, is not necessarily the first indication we've had that maybe the team who made this is more interested in making an animated film than they were in the game part of the thing. Alright, well, I do believe that that is where we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We now have a second part of our plan. It's a good thing that that just sort of showed up and was handed to us on the way, because otherwise I don't know what we would have done. When you come back next time, tomorrow, I guess we're gonna blow up a communications outpost and just spend a lot of time around Slags. Isn't that everybody's favorite? And we'll see you then.